Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, Frontier Unlocked seems to be no more. They've gone to a more streaming-based method on the big platforms like YouTube. They've came out with their first episode and it's all about the Type-11 Prospector. They had Curtis in. No dramas, he's always good for a bit of information. And the session was hosted by Phil from the Frontier community team. Now we all know that the Type-11 Prospector is a dedicated mining ship. I say dedicated, you can always do something else with it, but its primary role is going to be mining. And that's perfectly fine, that's fine. And it represents one of the first ships that Frontier have brought out with like a primary dedicated role in mind, designed for mining from the ground up. Although in the stream they did mention, when they were chatting about, well, what potentially else it could do, that given the fact it's got an amazingly well-placed and huge cockpit with an amazing view in it, it could be a good explorer and a pretty decent cargo runner as well. They also mentioned that there's a hell of a lot of hardpoints on this ship as well. There's 8 hardpoints in total, with 2 dedicated for mining tools. And that's all right. So 4 of these hardpoints are traditional hardpoints we're all used to, putting your defensive weapons on. These are 1 medium defensive hardpoint and 3 small, so you're not going to set anything on fire with that really, are you? But you're going to give someone a bit of a tickle if they give you some beef. And then Curtis said there's another 4, 1 large, a small and 2 mediums, and they were for mining tools. So dedicated mining hardpoints, which came as a little bit of a surprise. Now, as you can see on the screen as well, the ship is nicely animated when it takes off and when it lands. I like the fact how those nacelles come up. Just thought I'd kind of mention that. Anyway, so we know there's going to be a specialised mining weapon on the large slot at the front of the ship. And that's perfectly fine. But they did give us a glimpse of that as well, which we'll come on to in a minute. What I want to sort of dwell on is that they're the 4 for mining tools. So we do know that the honking great big one at the front of the ship is for a specialised mining laser. And this mining laser really is something. It's more akin of not a constant beam energy weapon. It's more akin of a Gatling gun, shooting out bursts of lasers. And we'll see a graphic of that a little bit later on in the video. Does look nice. It also acts, or doubles up, as an abrasion blaster. So you're saving yourself from having to carry one of those things around with you as well, if you want to shave off your favourite mineral or material off the surface of an asteroid. I don't know. I'm finding it a little bit difficult to get excited about this, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it looks nice and it looks cool and all the rest of it, but like, mining ship. Really? Do we really need that? I don't know. Either way, it does look rather industrial. Here's that mining laser I was talking about in the large slot at the beginning, and when it starts firing, oh my word, there you go. Just like a good old Gatling gun going off there. And those shots, like I say, will also double up and do some abrasion blasting, which is pretty cool, see? Pretty cool, if you know what I'm saying. That's the coolest bit of the ship. I don't think I'm a fan of that off-center cockpit. I think it's a novelty, and I think also from here, like they've learned or taken a thing out of the good old crate playbook, that you can look up the side window and see that lovely laser giving that rock some. If you want to be looking to the side and not actually looking at what you're meant to be looking at, which is going to be the rock you're going to be shaving an awful lot of material out of. So, there you have it. So that's all very good on the hard points. I suppose we're going to have to wait and see about this, but, you know, is it going to be the new mining meta of a ship? Probably, because it's got this weapon. Who knows? Who knows? So then moving on now, about optional internals. They did mention that there are 12 optional internal slots, 2 of which are special. Now, they've got 2 class 1, 1 class 2, 1 class 3, 1 class 4, 4 class 5, of which 2 of which are for special modules, right? He mentioned 1 could be a fighter bay. He mentioned 1 could also be a new module, which is a size 5 mining limpet controller. Okay, they haven't got a size 5 for mining. So they mentioned that. And it has all the mining capability that you could possibly want. Time will tell on this. And as soon as it gets released and we get more information, we'll let you know on that. There's also 3 Class 6 optional slots. So you're going to be able to put a bit of material here, there and everywhere, which is quite interesting. I wonder if at all you'll be able to fit one of the meaty cargo bays, the engineered cargo bays in that size 5 and forego the fighter bay. They've put the fighter bay in there because they think it's a little bit, you know, underpowered in the weapon department, that you might need a little bit of help. Well, okay then. It's an interesting choice, a very interesting choice. So, yes, a size 5 mining controller, specialised module with all the mining limpets that you could possibly need, or mining limpet controller capability that you could possibly need. And of course, with those 3 size 6, you've got a bit of space to put your limpets as well. Then moving on to the core internals, size 6 power plant. Then they got size 5 thrusters, so it's not going to hang about. Size 5 FSD, and they did allude to the fact that it's got a decent jump range. They've also got size 3 life support, so yeah, you know, a little bit lacking there really, given the fact there's a massive windscreen on the front of the ship. Also, and then they mentioned the fact that they've really beefed up with a size 7 power distributor because, hey, mining is very much heavy on the distributors. Size 3 sensors, and then a size 5 fuel tank. Those, everyone, are the specs. What do you think of them? You know me, I'm not your most manic miner that's out there. I do it from time to time, especially when I have to. However, I'll give this a go. But I do like my cutter for mining, and you know what? I even like the Type 8. And you can certainly see the Type 8 bits on this ship as well. You can see the bits they've pinched off it. Very similar colour scheme. It's alright, I suppose. Am I going to go bombing around in it? I don't know. I might eat my words. Who knows? Anyway, I've been Ricardo. This has been a breakdown of the information we've received on the Elite Dangerous new ship. That's going to be available, you guessed it, on, I believe, the 23rd of September. Which is very interesting. Not long to wait, everybody, to fulfill your mining needs with the Type 11. I'll see you soon.